Welcome to Thought Leader Life, where we are helping to democratize thought leadership. Join us each week where we interview a new thought leader about what it takes to become and maintain thought leadership in a number of different vertical markets. To learn more, check out www.thoughtleaderlife.com. Hi, Mitchell Levy, global credibility expert, and welcome to this special credibility episode of Thought Leader Life, where we're talking to amazing humans from around the planet and talking about their credibility. And today's guest is Karen Brown. She is the CEO of Velocity Leadership Consulting. She is an executive business coach and works with C-suite and senior leaders to change the behavioral patterns blocking greater success. Karen, welcome.
Hi, Mitchell. Happy to be here.
It's great to have you. So what is your CPOP? What's your customer point of pain?
Stunted leadership effectiveness.
It gives me chills. So I can visualize so many things of what that means. Tell me what that means.
Okay, so the leadership progression is I do, we do, they do, right? And when you get into one of the senior level seats, it's all they do, right? So you have to achieve through others. You're no longer really an individual performer, right? Well, the thing is, this doesn't come naturally, intuitively, or instantaneously. And unless you work on it, it doesn't come rapidly and is costly along the way.
Got it. By the way, elegantly spoken.
Thank
So
you.
how do you, when you go into a company, what do you do? How do you help facilitate that?
So we actually work one-on-one with each senior leader, and we work on them with their behavioral patterns, which impede greater success in team performance.
Got it. So it's really, you're at the senior level area and you're working really one-on-one. So there's probably lots of tools, assessments, activities that you do to make that happen.
Less than you might think.
Ah.
We are experts in the neurosciences. So first of all, everything we do is rooted in science and scientifically proven. I like that because, as my own senior leader for 25 years, I was always looking for something that would work for everyone, every time, every situation, right? And banking on science does that. Also, we are also experts in neuro-linguistic programming, which means we can pick up on what's going on in the behavioral pattern just neuro-linguistically, meaning we pick up on the words that the leader is using, the way they're using them, and even what they're not saying to key in on the behavioral patterns at work there.
I see you, I feel you, and I hear you. So tell me about what gives you the credibility to do what you do. You mentioned a little bit about it, scientifically doing it yourself, but tell me a little bit more.
Yeah. So first of all, I've been in the leadership seat for over 25 years, various companies, various sizes and scales. And then I just naturally, because I was fascinated with human behavior, got into coaching my team members before coaching was even a thing, right? And then as I progressed, I realized what I was actually doing, and then got really good at it, actually using proven coaching models. And then I jumped into the neurosciences through a lifelong dream to compete in one of the toughest endeavors on the planet, which is the Ironman World Championships. And I did that as an amateur athlete at age 46.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, and hey, I totally relate to anyone that's listening. This does not come easily or naturally or quickly for me. I have to work my ass off at it. And it caused me to come face to face with behavioral patterns that, kept me at the same level of performance for a long time.
That's interesting. And I see the Iron Man thing, so that's pretty cool. So, and congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So how do you spread that credibility? How do people get to know you before you actually interact with them? Because obviously once you interact with people, people get to see you, feel you, decide whether or not it's the right fit for what they want to do. What is your tools for getting your brand out there?
Video. I've done a series of several videos that really speak to the pain points that C-suite and senior executives deal with. And I'm pretty in their face about it. You know, it's real. It's, I won't say raw, but it's very real and authentic. Cause I know what they're dealing with every day, what they're struggling with. Right. So I just speak into that, and I speak in a very clear, concise, direct way. And I ask them questions that no one ever asks. I was sharing this with a colleague yesterday who is on the global stage. And I said, you know, I am the one person in that senior executive or C-suite person's life that will speak the truth to them. And I'll do it in a kind, professional way and in a neutral way, but they can also count on me to do that, right? Because nobody in their life, I mean, most people in their life are yes people, and no one in their life will really tell them the truth and be able to look at what they're dealing with in an objective, neutral way. So credibility for me first is doing some of the toughest things on the planet and having walked in their shoes before. And then, you know, it's client to client, company to company, and represented by client testimonials, the videos that I've done, books that I've written. I've podcast guested on 53 shows, you know, so I think all of that, you know, really builds credibility.
It all does. And by the way, if you want to be successful, I think as a human in life, the best thing you do is be authentic to yourself in the situation and be who you need to be. And that's what you can't rise to the higher level of leadership unless you really are that person. And so it's great that you do those sort of things, and you get your brand out, and you could experience and interact with more people. And so listen, if you're at the CEO level, you're part of the management team, part of the board, and you're seeing that the leadership is stunted, they have not been able to figure out how to grow through the path of I, we, they, then you want to reach out to Karen Brown. Karen, how best can people interact or find you, and then sort of figure out if you're the person for them?
Sure. So LinkedIn is probably the quickest and easiest. All lowercase, Karen Brown, just like it sounds. There's no E on the end. Jackson really ruined that for all of us, you know, traditional spelling Browns. And then the name of my company is VelocityLeadershipConsulting.com. So you can always reach out to me there.
Perfect.
And I would say who we work with is self-aware leaders who are looking to elevate their leadership performance and impact. So these are usually, you know, pretty effective, accomplished leaders who feel that there's another gear. You know that they can improve. They just don't know how, because they've probably gone through traditional leadership development, training programs. You know, maybe they've had some coaching, but that coaching would have been, you know, more about business strategy, that kind of thing, or, you know, how to be a leader.
It's not what you're teaching.
No, this is the very advanced course, if you will. And we're working one-on-one. So it's that particular leader's behavioral patterns that we're working on.
I like it. I like it. Karen, thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciate hearing your thought process and what you do.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to make a difference.
You're welcome. And guys, thanks for joining this episode. Please press the like button, click on subscribe, and we'll see you at the next episode of Thought Leader Life. Take care. Bye now. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Thought Leader Life. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and activate us by going to thoughtleaderlife.com/activate. Till next time.